we're not at the end. Great. So we're not at the end of the day by any means, because we have a roundtable at 8 o'clock, which is just under 2.5 hours from now, on critical animal studies and education. And I will be chairing that, and it will feature Dinesh Wadawal, Vasilis Dinescu, and Helena Pedersen. And that will go on till for 2 hours. So yeah, 8 o'clock BST to 10 o'clock BST. So it might be a little bit of an awkward time zone for some people, but it's going to be well worth coming back for. And I just wanted to say, I mean, a virtual conference, as it turns out, is just like a face-to-face conference in some respects, in that you kind of you regret missing things because you can't be in 3 parallel sessions at one time, and obviously when you have to do the admin tasks as well. So I'm really grateful that most of this is being recorded, and we'll be able to catch up with the sessions that we missed after the conference as well. But I've thoroughly enjoyed what I've listened to so far, and it's been great so far. It's been really enjoyable. And so I want to pass over to Brett, who's going to reintroduce Gordon for us.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'll say it's been a great day as well. Thanks everyone for the interesting papers I've seen. For those of you who weren't here this morning, yeah, you'll have seen in your program, Gordon Meade very kindly has agreed to read a poem at the start and end of each day. And the idea behind this is, you know, conferences are often dislocating, confused experiences where we're all jumping in and out of panels. So we thought it'd be nice to have a moment at the start and end of each day where we all kind of come together and listen to one of Gordon's poems. So Gordon, you might have to introduce your book again. You're gonna have to do this each time because we have a different audience each time, I think. But anyway, I'll just say, so Gordon Meade, Scottish-based poet. In the past, he's been the writer in residence for the Duncan of Jordenston College of Art and the Royal Literary Fund Writing Fellow for the University of Dundee in Scotland. And he's read from his work throughout the United Kingdom, Ireland, Belgium, Germany, and Luxembourg. And he's going to be reading from his collection, Zoo Speak.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Yes, Zoo Speak's my most recent collection. It's a collaboration between myself and the Canadian photographer and animal activist Joanne MacArthur. Tries to use poetry and photography to examine the experiences of animals in captivity. I'm only going to read one poem this evening. I'll just say a little bit how the poems are set up. They're all written in the first person using I, we, or we rather. They're all in the present tense, and they use quite a bit of repetition. Wasn't a form I'd used before, but as the poems arrived, it seemed to be the best way I had of trying to capture this experience. So the poem tonight is Silver Fox, Sweden 2010. That's great having the image up. And as I said it this morning, most of the poems are set in zoos, but some in breeding facilities, aquarium, and this one's from a fur farm in Sweden. I think you have, as far as it's possible, given the present circumstances, definitely succeeded. I think you have, as far as it's possible, given the present circumstances, definitely succeeded in capturing my best side. I think you have, as far as is possible, given the present circumstances, definitely succeeded in capturing my best side, my stoic pose, beyond the bars. I think you have, as far as is possible, given the present circumstances, definitely succeeded in capturing my best side, my stoic pose. Beyond the bars of my cage, the night air bristles. I think you have, as far as is possible, given the present circumstances, definitely succeeded in capturing my best side, my stoic pose. Beyond the bars of my cage, the night air bristles, but I am no longer party to that. I think you have, as far as is possible, given the present circumstances, definitely succeeded in capturing my best side, my stoic pose. Beyond the bars of my cage, the night air bristles, but I am no longer party to that. My gaze remains turned inward. I think you have, as far as it's possible, given the present circumstances, definitely succeeded in capturing my best side, my stoic pose. Beyond the bars of my cage, the night air bristles, but I am no longer party to that. My gaze remains turned inward. My eyes have seen too much. Thank you.
Thanks, Gordon, and thanks for doing that to kind of round off the day. And we'll hear from you again tomorrow morning and to finish off tomorrow as well. I think we're done, aren't we? Is that everything that needs to be done?
We can now, yeah, we can take a 2 hour, 15-minute break, which maybe some people will want to take a nap. And hopefully people will reconvene and we can have an interesting roundtable later. And then we start again tomorrow at the same time as we did today, which is 9 o'clock, but we can let you in from about 8:40 tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. So I think the plan, Claire, is just to leave this call open until 8 o'clock. Yes. We're not actually we're not going to shut the call down.
No, that's fine.
But we'll be on hand, from 7:45, 20 to 8 to let you in from the waiting room. So.
Yep, but well done us, because we're finishing bang on time. So that's unusual for conferences, certainly of this size. Just to remind you, as Richard said, we're going to reconvene for the roundtable at 8 o'clock. And if people could make their way into the waiting room, if you are going to leave altogether, if you could make your way back into the waiting room around sort of 15 minutes before, that's really helpful, because as you've probably realized by now, we are checking everybody in individually and checking everybody's details against the details that we hold from your registration. So thanks very much, and we hope to see you all at 8 o'clock.
Thank you very much. Bye.